Yeah, guys, welcome to another live episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. I'm sorry about the technical difficulty just now. I think I had too many windows open on my computer, but here we are. Please don't mind if I repeat a few things. Those of you who are just joining, please share the live and please tag somebody. Please like it so that the algorithm can pick it up. Let me just reintroduce tonight's program. Tonight, we are talking about the case of Melissa Silvera. We're talking about new development that I received and some other things. So, guys, just jump on back and let's keep going. Let me just give it a few seconds. Let me know if you can hear me okay now. Yeah, let me know if you can hear me okay now. All right. East Portland, welcome back. Let me know if you can hear me. Sometimes we have to deal with a little technical difficulty. I just saw it go. This is really the first major one I've had on here. So not too bad. Sounds much better, thank you. Perfect. All right, that's great. Now we can get talking. Some need one moderator, but I don't know how to do the moderator. Somebody can tell me in a chat. How do I put a moderator on here? Guys, share up a live and make people them know so we are back on. Please. Because some people may not know. I don't even know where we left off on the other one, but let us keep going. So, like I was saying before, I got reliable information, guys, that the day when the autopsy was released, remember, I said 6 weeks passed. 6 weeks passed before anybody came out and said anything, right? All who did dead, all who did know everything, I know some things, they remained silent. They remained silent for 6 weeks. Now, after the 6 weeks, guys, when the autopsy was released, I was reliably informed that bloggers and vloggers were instructed to go out on social media and make it look like somebody was trying to frame Mr. Silvera. Now, I don't know who in their right mind, in their right state of consciousness, would even attempt to do something like that, knowing the circumstance and how the thing changed and how something horrible was done to this woman. And then they're going to give and take instructions for bloggers and vloggers to come out here and give the impression that the man was being framed. Now, we all sort of had an idea based on what Miss Lukabica Blood and them people that they come out and attack say. Did you guys get that impression as well, guys? Guys, please like the live and share it. Yeah, me did kind of have the impression that something was just not right with the way that Little Bit of Blood came out and she had taught this and taught that and nobody else is not saying anything. Even those with social media platforms where did also did them never had taught nothing. So it just this new information now, it just affirms to me at least how heartless, callous, and cold people can be. I mean, I would have never thought of attacking the police. I mean, some people were saying, maybe the police, they may that try cover it up or whatever. Because, in a Jamaica, sometimes some people are a bit skeptical of the police. And, that's just what it is. But to say that people must go out on social media, go make it look like somebody have framed the man, that is just ridiculous to me. You know me I say? So when we are say, oh, nobody now ball out fear, oh, nobody now cry out for justice fear, The people them with a voice that are, around and stuff like that. Them not saying anything. I have never met this lady one day in my life. I have never met her. But what I see going on is very wicked. I mean, when the thing come out, when the news come out, I mean, me kind of have my suspicion from day one still, Yeah, man. Me this skeptical. Because me talk out of social media. The first day me see the news, and me ask some people say if the woman did sick and they say no, I want a healthy woman. When me hear that, me talk pan Gleaner something, pan Gleaner, in a Gleaner comments say them need to investigate the husband. Me never draw no accusation pan him. Me just say them need to investigate him. That was like the second day. That was like November 12th. So when me hear now where the autopsy come say, me say, oh God, really? And then the weird behavior. Nobody on that side is expressing any deep sense of remorse. They didn't even seem shocked, nothing, just just silence, and trying to spin things. And then when the pressure finally come down, them finally come out, come say something. And when them come out, them a talk about the violence against women. Them a talk about violence over there, so over here, so east, west, north, and south, but they did not call this woman's name. I want to remember good, They never called her name. And they make a press release and call the woman name. Where them take out the paralegal. Them call Fiar name, them call everybody else name, but they never call Melissa name. Why? And now when people start to say, no, oh, now BF so, them finally come out and attack and, well, due process and well. And I'm like, really now? I thought this man had a lawyer. That man is supposed to be, advocating for his due process. Why are you guys playing attorney here? Something is wrong. Um, You're asking me how you can send something in private. N Thomas, there's an email address. I introduced it on the other live that messed up, but luckily I still have it here. So if you read across the screen, you will see the email jpu6215@gmail.com. So if you want to send something um in private, you can do that. I have a little team now, guys, where your emails will be answered in a timely manner, right? So let me see if I can just go through a few comments before I call the correspondent in Kingston. Hold on. All right, so no, I don't hear Mark Gordon say nothing about Melissa, but he can be on a platform called in Venetia Phillips' name. Yeah, me gonna talk about that, Me gonna talk about that. The PNP propaganda bloggers don't have no shame. Them trying hard to help the politicians hide the crime. Mark Golding don't care about Jamaican women. Glad to be here. You are doing an amazing job. Thank you, Litchi. Mark Golding promised bloggers position in the party. Lord G. You see, this is the kind of carelessness, where Jamaica people must start being cognizant of the people that they're electing. And I don't give a crap which party. Anybody who wants to sit down come with good intention for the people them. Do not put them in positions of power because you're not going to be sorry. You understand? These people, right? This is a woman who grew up in the People's National Party. The whole of them know her. She's PG's goddaughter. In the tribute that he wrote to her, PG referred to Melissa as his niece. This girl, this woman, she grew up among them. She left Jamaica and went to university in the state of Virginia, did well and graduated and came back to Jamaica and married in the party. Or the woman for come dead in at the party and them a go do them something here to the woman. What them a go do to average people? Are them sitting here me a talk boy now? And you know what is so frightening about the whole thing is you see these activists in Jamaica, there are women's activists in Jamaica, right? And you know, see nobody, the parliamentarian, them, you know, really see nobody. Me understand still, you know, because true the thing politically aligned, you know, people might be a little skeptical for talk about it or for say anything about it. Because really and truly, when you see them a wickedness, I living in a Jamaica, you must say, I wonder to yourselves, they know, say, then Jesus Christ. If them are people you can do them sitting here, who are we to go out there go protest? Right? Because in a Jamaica, remember, say when it comes on to the law and, you know, rule of law, traditionally, I guess you could say, traditionally, the politicians are usually above even the law enforcement apparatus in the country. Am I right or am I wrong, guys? Yes. So more time now, you have to think to yourself, say, Lord God, I wonder if I free the people. But we not afraid over here, say, you know. And true, me not see nobody advocate for justice for that woman. You may have to contact. And anybody who want come join the conversation, no matter where you are in the world, feel free to do so because none of us as women are not free until we are all free. A threat against she is a threat against every woman in a Jamaica. When you see say the woman almost don't get no justice, I want to see which part that's something I come from. From in the belly of the politics, you know. And them who want to come lead people and be seen as leaders, them cannot handle a matter as this, such as this one, in the right way. Take sleep and mark dead people. I mean, like, seriously. For 6 weeks, they said nothing. 6 weeks. When everybody under the impression said the woman dead in her sleep. Natural cause. For 6 weeks, nobody said nothing. And then finally, when the autopsy came out, we have hear about a little bit of blood on her nose. We have hear about how police come and never see this and never see that. Like say them no say. I clean up the crime scene and then call the police. We not idiot around here. These people are ridiculous. Somebody say we can't make these sick wealthy individuals keep getting their way. I hope this is a watershed moment in Jamaica where we say enough is enough. This woman deserves justice. We not don't talk until she get justice. She have to get justice. She have to get justice. Because look here, these people, this is somebody that they know. Is not a stranger to them. And if them can come do this, and one of the major political party in the country are cover up for them people here, then what will they do to you? What will they do to your family member? Nobody feel like say, true, we in the diaspora, our family in Jamaica are under threat from them people here. Imminent threat. Murder cover up, man. Is a cover up. Make we not forget the last part there. Is a cover up. Big cover up too. And then a little bit of cover up. This is a large scale cover up. I am praying for your platform to grow from strength to strength. I want you to keep up this good work. And don't be afraid to call a spade a spade. JLPR PNP. Yes. Because guess what now? When we are grow up come Jamaica, we are some of the most patriotic people in the world. We learn about patriotism. I come up in a Jamaica in the 80s. I was very strong on patriotism. And no matter which part in the world we're there. And we're one of them kind of Jamaican there where run off a foreign. No offense to people who run off. Because we understand so the circumstances might be different for some people. But we'll make sure say we pump back money in our economy by visiting regular. right? And we send who forget whatsoever we send it go Jamaica go give them in a remittance. And we always a participate in a social issues, advocacy issues regarding our homeland. So we don't run with foreign around here. So when you see them sitting here going in a Jamaica, we have to ball out pan it. Yes, we have to ball out pan it. The other thing we want to tell you now about as well, people. Right now in a Jamaica, we do what happened to Melissa and the unyielding hostility toward women in this particular political movement that I have been talking about for the past 3 years. At a time like this, I cannot believe I got a video earlier where the opposition leader who first come announced Melissa dead in her sleep last night, him launched a very dangerous attack on Venetia Phillips. Venetia Phillips is the councillor who left the PNP and gone over to the JLP. And we know about political violence, guys. We know say certain things you don't go up on platform go talk. You have to be careful what you say and how you say things because you don't want people to hear you as a leader saying certain things and then they become emboldened to follow suit and say certain things. Now, I'm going to make you hear this. I want to tell me what you think about it. Hold on. Listen to this, guys. See it here.
For the Papine division, I bring to you the man who is going to show Venetia Phillips that you are a traitor. You do not survive and success cannot be yours. I bring you Comrade Darrington Ferguson.
No, people. Wanna hear that good? He might go show Venetia say you cannot be a traitor and survive. Now you tell me on a political platform, this is not a local dolly house business, on a major political platform. This man is going to go on the platform and use that language toward a woman. These are the same man we go up on the platform, go tell supporters say them have to get wicked pan them. Now, if you are up there promoting a candidate, because yes, it is election season, we're going to get a little excited, that's fine. Now, if you are presenting a candidate to the people, you present the candidate to the people and you tell the people them why this candidate. You tell the people them why this candidate is the better candidate. You don't need to go up there and be calling the woman a traitor. You don't need to go up there and disparage and demean and denigrate the woman in that kind of language. This is why I tell them, say people, you see intelligence and emotional intelligence. You mean to tell me, say a man who call himself a corporate lawyer, he doesn't have the intelligence to understand that in politics you must have what we call decorum. You must get up there and speak like a leader and behave like a leader and be professional. You just can't with these people. I mean, if you have to teach that to a man who is pushing 55, nearly 60 years old, that is a lost cause. Like you can't be doing that. You cannot be taking the platform. And you see, when Nigel Clark going at the parliament go call him Master Mark, you have people saying that language is improper. Well, respect begets respect, and disrespect begets disrespect. There is two people, two women in a politics when I always hear say that something here. The late Shiny, she passed away, the JLP MP, and Portia Simpson Miller. You know, so when time them take platform, then don't call them opponent name. Then don't call them opponent name because them understand. Them understand, say them a look for lead people. And when people come out there and hear leaders behaving and talking certain way, it rubs off on them. And they start behaving the same way. Case in point, Donald Trump and his supporters. So when him take the platform now, rather than telling the people the candidate we might promote, him not do that candidate there. No service, no good. Because what stood out more is him calling Venetia a traitor. But he didn't tell the people why they should choose his candidate. And that's the intelligence that you need. That's the political intelligence, the savviness, the political savviness, and the decorum that you need to have. Whether you hear PJ parties say that they must come with civil discourse in the political arena, then don't hear. And them style here, you need decent. This is why people have to walk away from them, because this a style of politics here. It's not doing anything for the people. I don't even think Andrew Holness would have done something like this. I read the only person I know who would do this is Dayton Campbell. Yeah. Me not think Andrew Holness would do this. Go up on platform, go call somebody traitor because they crossed the floor, because they left your party. I mean, seriously, Mark Gold. Let me call my correspondent. Guys, please like the live and share the live. Please like the live and share the live, guys.
Hello.
Good night on the ground there, Miss Liz. Good night, my correspondent in Kingston, Jamaica. How are you doing tonight?
I am doing fine. Good night. And good night to everybody listening at home and abroad.
Yes. So, let us first start out with the latter. Did you hear the video or the recording where the leader of the opposition, referring to Miss Venetia Phillips, Councillor Venetia Phillips, as traitor on the political platform as he was introducing the new councillor candidate?
Yes, you sent it and I listened to what you sent me. But first, I'd like to open by saying, as a member of the People's National Party since high school, Melbourne High School, I must say I am glad, very glad, for Mark Jefferson Golding, a Labourite hardcore, inserted into the People's National Party. I must say that. I am very glad for him. Now, why am I glad for him? Mark Jefferson Golding, legally, bogusly inserted, has exposed to the Jamaican public an underbelly. When you talk about it, enough people don't like it. He has exposed to the Jamaican voting public, 2 million persons registered to vote, an underbelly that has festered in the People's National Party since 1992, when Percival Noel James Patterson was elected or selected by the delegates to be the president of the party and become prime minister eventually. Had this not happened, then this we would not have seen and known. But Mark Golding, a hardcore Labourite, has been inserted, and Mark Golding is doing the job he was inserted to do. Mark Golding.
Liz, I have to say this, and I hope that you don't take offense to this. You see, when you're referring to Mark Golding, right? And you're calling Mark Golding a Labourite, it would have sound like say, all right, but let me just say this. It would have sound like say, boy, because of his behavior, he's a Labourite. When in truth and in fact, Liz, hold on, man, let me finish a thought there and then you can talk. When in truth and in fact, Andrew Holness, a Labourite, would not have gone on the platform and do what he did. So, because there's an audience listening, tell the audience, Liz, why you call Mark Golding a Labourite.
Okay. Mark Golding factually has never ever won. First of all, let's do it the right way. Mark Golding never applied to be a member of the People's National Party, still has not done so. He's not a member of the People's National Party. Mark Golding is in his entire life as an adult voter has never voted, which include 2020, has never voted for the People's National Party. Never. 3, Mark Golding on January, remember the date, 2021, launched a fund. And at the launch of that fund, Mark Golding declared that someone, a phantom, named something another, OT, whatever, is the founder of the People's National Party. 3, Mark Jefferson Golding, on a platform, a political platform at a rally, I think it was in Spanish Town, said, and I quote, me, no in a nothing with Uno PMP, my train gone. If Uno no one come, my train gone less. Uno PMP.
Okay. So what do you think about the rhetoric that he used against Venetia on the platform?
Well, Venetia has been studying law, I think. I don't know if she has graduated yet and has been called to the bar. But Venetia does and should understand that that was a threat, and she must make a report to the police, an official report to the police.
Why?
She understands that clearly.
Why? What makes it a threat?
The statement is, you are a traitor and you will not survive.
Okay.
That is a threat. So she must make that report. Now, the argument of traitor, them say when you point one finger at someone, 4 points back at you. So let us examine traitor as a cap on Mark's head and Venetia's head. On the news tonight, also Venetia was interviewed and Venetia answered. Venetia said he has no message and is obsolete, which I agree with. Mark Golding was brought into the PNP after what he did to hundreds of small businesses and their family in the FinSac situation. He was brought into the PNP by the then Minister of Finance, Dr. Omar Davis, and the then Prime Minister PJ, because of what they did to small banks, small businesses in the FinSac debacle, because the financial meltdown was artificially created by the bank DB&G, Darren Bunting and Golding. So Mark Golding did not come into politics in the interest of the people of Jamaica, of the people of South St. Andrew. Mark Golding came specifically because of the role he played in causing the meltdown of the financial situation where his bank, DB&G, could gobble up the smaller banks at a cheaper, buy them cheap and buy people property, buy people homes, buy people. He came to make more money on the money the PNP government at the time, the Minister of Finance and the Prime Minister allowed for them, DB&G, to make. That is why Mark Golding was pulled in to the politics.
Okay, Liz, stick up in right there. So let me just ask you this real quick question. Do you honestly believe in your heart, honestly, that during the time when Mark Golding and Omar Davis, them have them look a backdoor thing with FinSac, and then Omar Davis brought Mark Golding into the politics and then give him seat, do you think, Liz, that Mark Golding and Omar Davis make a plan or make a pact or something that he would aim for the top job in the country, which is to become Prime Minister?
Okay. At first, what came out was that Peter Bunting would be the Prime Minister, Mark Golding would be the Finance Minister. They would control the assets of the country in terms of power. Prime Minister Bunting and the Finance Minister Golding. And in that circle, you know, the then Finance Minister, they would benefit tremendously because they would get land from the FinSAC, they would get other things, right? So they had a financial agreement which they hopefully wanted to continue by having him inserted as a finance minister.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you were saying now, Mark Golding coming at the politics, you know, as a result of being rewarded by, you know, Omar Davis for whatever backdoor transaction, money transaction, assuming they did.
Yeah, financial transaction.
So I mean, when you really look at it though, even that few seconds of what he said on the platform about Venetia, it was a bit, the speech was a bit incoherent, choppy. There's no form to the speech, minimal vocabulary. Me not understand them people who call themselves leader in Jamaica.
No, but if you have been following since November 7th, 2020, if you can find it, I don't know if you can, your researchers can. The night at PNP quarters, the Saturday night, he was standing. He had on a white shirt. Jesus, at name again. He had on a white shirt. And while standing, he was reading from a little piece of like you tear out a leaf out of a book, and then you tear it into you rip it raw edge. And he said, he opened by saying, he was standing up, and he opened by saying, reading from the paper, as I sit here before you, he was standing. So from day one, it became obvious to people like me, people like Comrade Cross, people like Michelle, yourself, that this person has no political asset. He is irrelevant to the political arena. He is quite entrenched as a capitalist, a ruthless capitalist, but his useless ways inside the political arena. It became very obvious from November 7th, 2020. And when the information came out, I was not surprised that he was actually bogus into the post. Because his twin, who was the man who was supposed to defeat Dr. Phillips, win him seat and become prime minister. That man was totally wiped out by Dr. Phillips and Rhoda Crawford. So they resorted to the last resort as a desperation move, and they dragged him in.
So, Liz, what do you think now? I mean, I feel stupid asking you this question, but
no stupid, no question is ever stupid. No.
Okay, so it was brought to my attention that when the autopsy of Melissa came out, that certain bloggers and vloggers were instructed to go out on social media and paint this narrative as if Sylvia was set up potentially by police or somebody else. I mean, just when you think that it couldn't get any worse, you know, I mean, I personally was kind of seeing those signs at the initial stage of when the autopsy came, like when Look a Bit of Blood came out talking all sort of things that were not said at the initial stage before the autopsy. But now to hear it, I mean, it's just unbelievable to me that, you know, this could even happen in a party where the People's National Party, where Melissa grew up, where Melissa married and come dead, and not only that, but the PNP is the first organization in Jamaica to have a women's movement, a women's bureau. How can this be? Where did this sudden disdain come from? This sudden vile hostility toward women? Where the heck did it come from?
No, it is not disdain. The Jamaican police force is highly trained. Believe it or not.
No, I know they are. Yes, they are.
Right.
If them just have the
However,
resource them and you understand more a little more integrity, them would have a top farm in the world.
yeah.
Yes.
Now, what is to be noted is that this is not a disdain. This is criminality, criminality being practiced, and I'm hoping that I'm sure ACP Fitzgerald is paying keen attention, because any blogger does that and try to implicate the police can be charged. It's a charge called public
mischief. Oh.
Right. It's a serious charge.
Okay.
Because at home at the time, it seems, based on the information coming out, and subsequently Julian Silvera being charged for murder of his wife, and with 2 other charges attached.
Yeah.
That himself, Melissa, the sons, maybe 1 or 2 more females, but at least 6 or 7 persons was inside the home. No police officer was there. So, and no police officer has been fingerprinted for firing Julian Silvera's gun. The bullets found inside Melissa's body has been linked forensically to Julian Silvera's gun. So any blogger who takes that instruction is going to be in serious trouble with the law. It is a felon to go anywhere on social media and make that statement. And we will advise them, Mark Golding not give it. Mark Golding wants to be a triple billionaire. Don't make him or Peter Bunting instruction of go to prison.
No, man, there's a boundary. You see some boundaries we don't cross. Whether you're a blogger or whatever, certain boundaries you just do not cross. You understand? I cannot believe it.
No, believe it.
No,
as I
sir.
said, from day one, this man has no political connection to the People's National Party and to the national politics. He knows nothing. He has lied, for example, remember, him used to sit at the feet of Michael Manley when everybody gone. Now the age difference, and people took that and tore it to pieces and flushed it down the toilet. He has lied about his father.
That's not possible. That's not possible, because him coming to politics in the 90s when PJ was prime minister. When Michael Manley was reigning, Mark Golding probably in a high school or over UK a study. Don't it?
All right.
So which part him sit on a Michael Manley foot?
He doesn't know where Michael Manley lived either. Doesn't know.
Jamaica people, look here, you see, Jamaica people, this is the season of opening up our eyes, looking out our eyes, and I am not going to be sitting here burning out all politicians. I'm not going to do that, because the truth of the matter is we have a democracy in Jamaica, and we elect people to represent the people and to act in the interest of the people. So me now go sit down here and tell people say every politician bad. That's not true. There are politicians who come in at the thing and do the right thing by the people and are genuine.
Yes.
However,
Genuine, honest.
However, we must identify those people and differentiate them from those who are the political scavengers, the ones who are murdering people and doing all these kind of wickedness and lying and covering up. So Jamaica people, they must identify those people and know who them are put in an office and put to lead them. Because this year what go on, this unprecedented, this never happened in Jamaica before, Now me I said to myself, say, imagine the things where them get away with when nobody now look. When there is no evidence, when there is no strong ballistic capabilities, when there is no strong forensic. Can you imagine?
Okay. But not only that, the People's National Party on September 18 this year will be 86 years old. 8 and 6, 14. 86 years old, September 18. Norman Manley, the founder, was the first president. Michael, his son, the second president. PJ Patterson the third president. Portia Simpson Miller, the fourth president. Peter David Phillips, the fifth president. None of those 5 persons I've named has ever been interviewed by the police in regards or relation to a murder. Again, none of those 5 politicians, brilliant, honest, well, 4 of the 5, right? Brilliant, honest, top quality, distinguished, esteemed, has ever been questioned by the police in relation to a murder of the wife of a former member of parliament. It never happened before. It has happened with this present bogus Rise United movement people from led by Mark Jefferson Walden. That is an important factor. Another important factor is the fact that Melissa Silvera, mother, is a foundation member also. When I say foundation, she has been for years a part of the People's National Party, executive, planner, activist, etc. So she was born in the People's National. She was christened in the People's National Party. She grew up in the People's National Party. She got married, baptized, married, educated within the realms of the People's National Party and their policies. Therefore, when a former prime minister and president of the party was able to intervene on her behalf, it speaks volume. The person who is instructing bloggers to try and taint the Jamaican police force, again, we warn, do not do it. And I am now saying, I say it already when I open, I am glad for Mark Jefferson Walden because this, the 27th of this month, February, is going to teach us, the grassroots of the PNP, who among the 11 members of parliament are genuinely members of the People's National Party. Because if Mark Walden is still there, then me resign to and me stop vote. Me not vote 26, me not going to the poll.
So let me ask you something now. Do you question their patriotism? The gentlemen and the women who are in parliament and the opposition benches, for the fact that all of this is happening and they see the incoherence, the lack of decency, the quorum, just this unconventional, outrageous, this wild beast-like behavior, and all of them sitting down. Do you question their patriotism?
I have been doing so for the last 3 years. I am saying, when and what is it going to take? Which kind of straw is it going to? This man called Mark Jefferson Walden, born in Liverpool, England, organized, orchestrated a letter. He was the architect that they legally, democratically elected inside the People's National Party. Peter David Phillips was unanimously elected president of the People's National Party, opposition leader, and this man organized a letter to the Governor General with 14 other signatures of members of Parliament and himself to go out to overthrow the man. I am Silvera, Melissa's murder, the so-called expulsion of a former Vice President, Karen Cross, the pointing of telling the clerk in Garden House, me no want a black woman to sit down behind me. That's referring to MP Natalie Nita at the time. The constant attacks 2 weeks before the election, telling the mayor Scott to challenge MP Dennis Daly to run in the general election. The list calling out the people at Jungle, run out on them wicked, the big stone slavery chain thing display, the disrespect to our national anthem and our Independence Day celebration. The statement by Minister of Culture, Babs Grange, at the function recognizing the national hero founder of the PNP, Norman Washington. Hurry up, because we have somewhere else to go. The list goes on and on.
No, sir. No, man.
This man is not having any respect for your nation.
No need for laugh or cry.
He's not a politician. He's not a member of the party. What is the straw?
Well, you're talking about not a politician and not a member of party. Look here. You see Jamaican people, I want the people them in the comment here, so tell me if I'm wrong. When it comes on to Jamaican people, the way how we socialize as Jamaican people, when we don't have nothing else, guys, don't we have manners? Don't we have respect for authority? Me no grew up cause people in a position of power are diss up people and them. We not grew up with them something, we grew up to learn to have manners. So when you see this, the behavior of this man here, Mark Golding, you have to really wonder to yourself, who raised him? How I mean, like, seriously, who raised him? No manners. You're going to call the members of parliament them little boy.
Yes.
I mean, granted, the truth of the matter is you always have that one somebody when I have no manners, and when they behave them way they're supposed to talk. Like Warmington, for example. Warmington demonstrator behavior same though have no manners and call people all kind of thing. But good God Almighty, the opposition leader, how much better is he calling the members of parliament them little boy, get wicked pan them? What the hell? And now you have a man we get wicked pan, Melissa, and then can't come talk nothing, then can't come disassociate themselves from it, then can't come gather up some woman fi come out and say, all right, then stop the violence against women. Nothing at all, them just sit down so. How should we take this as a people? The women them in the country are under threat, because if this can happen in a major political party, and the response of the problem, and you see the response, right? What should Jamaican women think? And Jamaican women better start thinking. Because if them can do this in a political party and cover it up, what will they do to you? When your daughters out there get hurt, and your auntie and your mother and uno get hurt, Uno think so never get no justice? I true people ball out, me couldn't see this happen. Me say people me talk about the police them first, cause the police them go up on the scene, then say they see blood stain them and they never like it. So then call for further investigation till we hear what going on with the autopsy and then the ballistic, and the people them still. No man, this not right. Justice for Melissa.
Not only that, the people listening, there's thousands of you are how much, and Jamaica and all. 1993, November 27th, an 18-year-old beauty, graduate of Queen's University of West Indies, in the land of apartheid, the birthplace, vicious system called apartheid, named from St. Mary, born in St. Mary, Lisa Renee Shanti Hannah, went to the Miss World. While she was competing at the Miss World, a situation occurred where the media, her main rival, the girl, the black woman, black beauty representing South Africa, pretty girl too, was being attacked viciously, venomously by the media, the white-owned media of South Africa.
Jesus,
and Lisa Renee Shanti Anna called for a boycott. Over 210 contestants in the contest. Lisa Anna, at 18 years old, called for a boycott. And when Julia Hurley and her husband heard, it was hell. It was the fastest United Nations conference, and the media had to correct the whole thing. And the two people who vied for the crown, when we say call for a boycott, every single contestant supported Lisa. And the boycott was going to be successful. And Julia Hurley quick midnight very conference of the keep and the media to change them to that and them run 1-2. This man, this piece of come to our country and is going after that. That is our first political action, and it wasn't done here, it was done on the world stage at 18. And it grieved me. That means people sit down in the PMP, but she come serve our people, come work, and have this piece of white
Hey, take time,
paper,
take time.
paper, come and attack Lisa Anna. And the woman, some woman said them a woman and them, you know, it grieved me. As a comrade, born, bred, and will never go nowhere else. Because I never join PMP because my mother and father joined it. I join PMP because I read from them books, them policies, aims, objectives. How can you say she's a national and international treasure?
Listen,
This man attack this woman.
you know,
to the point where he might threaten all her life.
you know, I wonder if I should have taught this.
Man,
I don't know if I taught this, you know, but I got some information over the weekend, you know, where I saw. Yesterday, level 3 travel advisory day will come out from the United States about Jamaica. I got some information that the United States have been watching this case with Silvera, Melissa, and how the People's National Party is responding.
Of course, there must be.
I pinch me. Look here. I pinch and tell you nobody go call back my name, you know. Pinch and tell you, know.
We're not surprised.
Because the situation here with Melissa, right? Remember, so we live in a time now with social media. You don't have to wait for the radio stations and the TV them anymore, right? Everything come out, news come out immediately. You see, one time that autopsy they come out, that sent shock waves, not just in a Jamaica, right? But across the diaspora. Remember, say we have ambassador Jamaica, and more often than not, them are gonna report to the State Department anything. You understand what I say? So when this year now come out, remember say over in America, you know, when it comes down to women and old people, you know, and picnic, you know. So if you go see this happen now so close to the major political party, the opposition party, and that's why people have been telling Mark Golding say, disassociate from this year case. So when the people then come put out advisory now, and I see people are going like say boy them not for do it, the people them are look on and see the danger because this is a major political party this happening now. And I want to say to Venetia and what's your name? Maxine Henry Wilson. Maxine Henry Wilson said something last week. She said that the PNP and the government, the governing party, they are lacking in message, right? The woman talk her mind. Maxine Henry Wilson is one of the smartest women in Jamaica. She graduated from Rutgers, but not only did she graduate from a prestigious university, but if you look at her career and her body of work, she's a very smart woman. She tried to work with these people, with Mark Golding and them. It never worked out. But she voiced her opinion as she is able to do as a member of the world and of the Jamaican community. She said that, look, the messaging is poor where national development is concerned. And the attack when Mr. she commander by those people were aligned with them who killed Melissa, to Venetia Phillips and Maxine Henry Wilson, on watch on yourself and be careful. These people, they have no mercy for Percy. Right? This is how they deal with the woman. They don't feel like the woman must have no talk. Woman must not have a backbone. Woman, especially women who are smart, look at the type of women that they go after. Melissa Silvera was one of the very few chemical engineers in Jamaica. It's a big
Because
loss.
she couldn't have history based on where she worked, the era she's in. She couldn't have a history of having a family tree line with a stroke problem because she worked
No,
in
them
the
look here.
island.
Them tell you all the
So-
woman there already. So let's not even go there.
Yeah.
But
But the
but
thing-
what I'm saying is them go after the smartest woman. Them don't like smart women, right? And what them do
Yes.
with she now? And then you see, Maxine Henry was 72-year-old. Could have been some of them mother and grandmother. And the woman just talk how she see things. And them ready to attack her. You see them go take platform as a Venetia a traitor because look like say them want people for go attack her. So them have to.
Venetia is a traitor. What is Mark Golding?
Lord Jesus.
Mark Golding is treason. And what they do in countries? All countries does it.
Then
What is the end result of person who commit treason? Them chop them out.
look here, we at the take time here, so because member say
Yeah.
pan YouTube you have to careful of the language that we use on here. If anybody go and look at the sabotage leak with Mark Golding was the chief executive in that sabotage operation. Not against his own leader and against his own party. So is he in a position to call anybody a traitor? I don't think so.
No.
I don't believe so.
When you put a finger 4 points back at you.
And as a matter of fact, Andrew Holness need to make a public statement denouncing the killing of this woman, because if Jamaica go suffer with travel advisory and them something there as a result of this, then he need, and not just him, but Babsy, who is the Minister of Gender.
No.
Them need to say them need to say something.
No.
Them have to comment on the court proceeding.
No.
But they can acknowledge.
They are proceeding correctly. The matter is before the court Thursday, the 8th of February. Jolyon Silvera goes to court again. They are operating correctly. No statement. All the guilty parties are the ones doing the talking, attacking the police, attacking Maxine, attacking this and attacking that, and the matter, saying that she was slumped over on the floor, lying that I got there at 9:30, all the guilty parties. And we are hoping that they all become charged with accessory before and after the fact, and other areas. They are all charged. But the Prime Minister and the Minister responsible for gender affairs is operating in the correct manner. Make no statement in regards to the murder.
No, Liz, I think you're misunderstanding. I am not saying that they should comment on whether anybody is innocent or guilty or on the court proceeding. But indeed, they should certainly say something acknowledging the fact that Melissa was brutally murdered. The woman was a chemical engineer, somebody who will make a big contribution to the country, right? In her capacity as a chemical engineer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what are we doing? Why are we shying away from acknowledging, what happened to this woman? It's not a matter. They're not judge and jury. Nobody now said them to play judge and jury. But in the same way, go ahead.
I understand clearly what you're saying. For example, and I'm still maintaining that same line. For example, Richard Parchment made a statement trying to pull Minister. He's no longer minister. Chairman of the JLP, Robert Montague. He was trying to pull him in by saying, when he was talking to whosoever, that Robert Montague, MP for Western St. Mary and chairman of the Jamaica Labour Party, was the one who helped Jolyon Silvera to get the autopsy done quickly and early. That we all know is a lie. But Montague up to now has not replied and I said anything because I figure that Montague will be one of the witness on the prosecutor's list because he spoke to him on the morning of the murder.
Well, this doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me that he would be asking Montague to help him get an autopsy because the people who are gonna do who are gonna do the mandatory autopsy on Melissa. That's good enough because guess what? She never have no pre-existing condition. Is an unexplained death. Them say are dead in a sleep. By the time them say the gunshot, automatically autopsy is done. So why does he need to seek autopsy? I don't understand. Does that make sense to you?
No.
That don't make no sense to me.
Autopsy are seeking a cremation. So as I'm saying, persons are doing the right thing, acting within the law, and they are incriminating themselves every day.
Jesus, Father. Somebody say this case will be Jamaica's biggest downfall. Everybody I look on it. Some newspaper, some news media when me see a report on this in America alone. More people, enough media outlet report on it. AP, I think the Guardian and some other local and international. Everybody is looking at this thing here.
And that's why I am still puzzled. Are the 11 genuine members of parliament? Because somebody tell me that Philip Paulwell was on the same platform last night with Mark Golding again. So something gone wrong with him too. I don't know if it's true because I didn't see any clipping or anything. I understand Philip Paulwell spoke at whatever rally. Philip Paulwell seems to want to get implicated also because I understand what the hell is Philip Paulwell doing on the same platform with Mark Golding.
Well, I mean,
something.
Lord of mercy.
Because it seems as if the MP them not understand the implication of having him there. As you say, is a whole heap of media house, international media house reporting on this murder of the wife of a farmer, member of parliament, born in England.
Every newspaper you're looking at. Every newspaper you're looking at, you hear them say that the woman dead in her sleep, and now then the autopsy comes sitting different. Me say, boy, I tell you, you know how long people are telling people here, years now, people are say, Damian Crawford, Lisa, and all the rest of decent people, them only go farm one political party. And well, I know me finish talk. Them say go farm a party, and if fate has it that you will return to the original party after the dust settles, then so be it. But you see, if them are people here did hear and take themselves from out of this and nasty, wicked mess here, you know how things that look right now. You'd probably have I look for say, all right, maybe we can have two functional party in our country again. Because right now, the JLP alone a function. And I the truth. I don't care who vex at the truth.
No, but it's true. It's true. But that is what I am saying. It simply means that the Constitution of even the Governor General can act, based on what is happening in the PNP, the Governor General can act. He can remove Mark Golding. But him now go do it. I understand that because Jamaicans, the all high office not play the politics them way there. But the 11 MPs is beholden to the people of Jamaica who elected them to do the right thing. Because there is one of his lieutenants in court with 3 females on alleged statutory rapes. And the man don't move him. And the MP sat there with that and make that fester and it fester into the murder of Melissa.
And the FBI did that investigate. The FBI did that investigate it too.
Good. The FBI became involved last week, Friday night, while watching the news. The Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago has said the CIA and the FBI have offered their services to his government in regards to the crime situation in Trinidad. So the people, the MP, them are the puzzle because them not seems them in our days, them get drunk, something wrong because them don't seem to be waking up and understanding the critical.
Maybe afraid for their life too, you know. Maybe they're afraid for their life, you know.
Afraid for your life for what? Who can kill you now? Remove Mark Golding as opposition leader. We have been telling them for the last 4 years. Remove Mark Golding. The situation is getting worse. Remove him now in the national interest based on the constitutionality and the present situation that has seen gone tonight. Them have him. What him going to do tonight or last night? Him threaten the life of a sitting councillor to the Papine division. You are a traitor. You will not survive. How much more? Him have to take a gun and shoot one of them.
Hey, Lord Jesus. Justice for Melissa. All right, Liz, we're going to cut it here so now because we there were 1 hour and 5 minutes. You know, so we don't really like go too far. Because when the people them come back and watch it back, we don't want them affair. You understand? Yes. So, boy, we just have said justice for Melissa. And as usual,
she's going to get justice. Trust me.
She'll forget justice, man. This too blatant, man.
She will.
This too blatant and too wicked. And when everybody else afraid for talk because true politics involved, we the people are not going. We the citizens of the world and the patriotic Jamaican them and the women's advocate them, we cannot be silent. One woman can't come dead like this and we not talk. You're crazy?
And Venetia Phillips is a woman and her life get threatened.
Yes, and Venetia need to make a report to the police and make them know so she not comfortable because she cannot be comfortable with this opposition leader will take platform and say you're a traitor and traitors this. And where the money come from, man?
England, Liverpool, England, and Liverpool is a very rough county. Murderous county.
Because look on it. Him, make her leave it alone.
Yeah.
Liz, thank you again and have a good night. We'll catch up with you.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, man. Guys, please like the live. Please like the live. Let me read a few comments and then we'll close out here. Such a promising young lady. She promising long time, man. She was 42, you know. She was being a mother now. What more could she have done different? The person will say, Damian Trickster, we don't want him on the JLP team. Sir Garfield, over here up on a platform here is not a tribalist platform. You hear, sir? So nobody come over here with them the language there. Bruce Golding did not left the job. He was kicked out. I don't remember us talking about Bruce Golding. Oh, maybe you're having that conversation among yourselves. Yeah, man, Liz, all right. This is ridiculous. We need more people, especially more people with platforms and people with a voice and people with influence. We need to hear more people calling out for justice for Melissa. And in a case like this, there is no reason to be demonizing the very people who are trying to investigate and do their best to bring justice. That cannot make sense. And we wouldn't want our family members to come upon something like this. And we don't see the people them who respond for justice in the country acting in a way that they're supposed to. You know, we're solving these crimes are concerned. So where do we get off doing stuff like that? That's not right. We're not going to stop talking. We're going to keep the conversation alive. And every court date and everything and every breaking news and every proceeding, we're going to keep this alive. So I want to big up all of the bloggers them and the vloggers them who from day one when they realize what happened to this woman, they raise their voices and continue to do so. It's the right thing to do. All who have daughter, nieces, cousins, women are too vulnerable out here with some of these people. This is ridiculous, people. A mother of 3, 4. She already lost one of her son. A woman I understand. What can go? So me never see this yet. A man supposed to protect him children and him family. Right? A man is supposed to protect him children and him family. How the hell a man from one family I go have 2 dead body in a house, in Pickney and his wife? That makes sense? Something is wrong, man. I understand that, yes, accidents do happen. But it's ridiculous to me. I mean, they said that the little boy John, okay, I don't have no reason to say it wasn't so. So let's just say that was a very unfortunate accident. But this time around now, where them say dead in a sleep, little bit of blood there nose, and when you check it out, a 3 bullet. Come on, man. Come on, man. We're not idiot. We're not idiot. Justice for Melissa. And that is not gonna I mean, I have no problem with the police them. I don't have no fighting to do with the police. In fact, I back the police them. When I have a reason to be mad with the police, I am gonna say it. But right now, I back the police. As a matter of fact, they've done a damn good job considering the fact that so much time has passed. You know, we're cover up on them thing that could have happened. But still, they were able to do just enough to make sure that due process and justice take its course. We're glad for that. But it's not over yet. So I thank everybody for their participation. Guys, make sure that you are liking the live and sharing it. I apologize for the technical difficulty in the beginning. I had, as usual, too many windows open on my computer. So because of that, it did kind of have some kind of glitch. But we came back on and all is well. And it was a great conversation. It's always nice talking with our correspondent there, Liz in a Jamaica, who always up on the ground and always aware and alert of everything that is going on. For those of you who don't know Liz, Liz has been a contributor on the airwaves and the radio station in a Jamaica for many years. Every journalist in a Jamaica know Liz, right? They look forward to hearing from her. She's radical certain way, yes, but rest assured, she'll give you the history and she'll give you all the things supposed to go. So big up Liz. You understand? So it doesn't get any better than that. Now, anyway, I hope everybody had a good weekend. Thank you for your patience. All who just come, you can say the thing look a little more official now. And you can give me flowers now, can me fix it. Okay? So guys, take care and keep it going. Justice for Melissa. Everyone go every which part on the walk, every which part on the blog. Put up Melissa picture and ball out justice for Melissa. Because we're not gonna rest until she get justice. Yeah? All right. Like I said, if you have anything to say or any suggestions, any criticism, please send it to the email address across the screen here. The email is jpu6215@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Have a good night and take care of yourselves.